Have you ever wondered why some people stay strong, active, and independent well into their 90s, while others struggle with constant health issues much earlier? The answer isn't just luck or genetics. It's the daily habits that shape the way we age. The truth is, many seniors unknowingly make choices that can shorten their lifespan or make their later years far more difficult than they need to be. But the good news? You have control over this. In this video, we'll uncover 6 common mistakes that accelerate aging, weaken the body, and make everyday life harder. From overlooked health habits to common diet mistakes, these factors can mean the difference between thriving in your golden years or facing unnecessary struggles. Some of these might surprise you, but once you recognize them, you'll have the power to change your future. And be sure to stick around until the end, because the last mistake on this list is something almost everyone does without realizing how damaging it is. By the time we're done, you'll have a clear roadmap for making better choices, keeping your body strong and staying independent for as long as possible. Now, let's get started. Mistake 1. Ignoring strength and mobility. Exercises. One of the biggest mistakes seniors make is believing that slowing down is just a natural part of aging. While it's true that our bodies change over time, avoiding strength and mobility exercises can have serious consequences. Weak muscles, stiff joints, and poor balance aren't just signs of aging, they're often signs of inactivity. The less you move, the weaker your body becomes, making everyday tasks like standing up, climbing stairs, or walking for long periods feel harder than they should. And here's a fact many don't realize. After the age of 30, we naturally lose muscle mass at a rate of 3 to 5% per decade, unless we actively work to maintain it. By the time someone reaches 70 or 80, this loss can severely impact mobility and independence. But it's not just about muscles. Poor balance and weak legs significantly increase the risk of falls, one of the leading causes of injury and hospitalization in older adults. Take Robert, a 74-year-old man who was fairly active in his younger years, but stopped exercising after retirement. He assumed that walking around the house and doing a little yard work was enough to keep him fit. But over time, he noticed that getting up from the couch took more effort. Walking long distances made him tired, and his balance wasn't as steady as before. One day, a simple trip over a rug resulted in a broken hip. The doctors told him that years of muscle loss had weakened his bones and made recovery much harder. On the other hand, seniors who incorporate even small amounts of resistance training and mobility exercises into their routine see dramatic improvements. Whether it's using body weight exercises, resistance bands, or light weights, regular movement helps maintain strength, improve balance, and prevent life-altering falls. What's the solution? The good news is, it's never too late to start. Even if you've never exercised before, simple movements like chair squats to strengthen legs, leg raises to improve balance, stretching exercises to maintain flexibility can make a huge difference. Walking is great, but it's not enough on its own. Strength and mobility exercises should be a regular part of your routine, even just a few times a week. Because the reality is, the stronger you stay, the longer you stay independent. And in your later years, independence is everything. Mistake 2. Eating too much or too little protein. When it comes to diet, many seniors focus on cutting sugar, reducing salt, or managing calories. But one of the most overlooked factors in healthy aging is protein intake. Protein isn't just for bodybuilders. It's essential for muscle strength, tissue repair, immune function, and overall health. As we age, our bodies process protein less efficiently, meaning we actually need more protein, not less, to maintain strength and function. The danger of too little protein. One of the biggest reasons seniors experience muscle loss, slow healing, and increased frailty is simply not eating enough protein. Many unknowingly reduce their intake, whether due to eating less overall, difficulty chewing, or digestive discomfort. The result? Weaker muscles, making daily tasks harder, slower recovery from illness or injury, weakened immune system, higher risk of infections. Take Carol, a 76-year-old woman who believed eating less meat was better for aging. Over time, she noticed she was getting weaker, her skin was thinning, and even minor injuries took longer to heal. When her doctor checked her nutrition levels, her protein intake was dangerously low, contributing to muscle loss and a weakened immune system. The danger of too much protein. On the other hand, eating excessive protein, especially from the wrong sources, can put strain on the kidneys, particularly for those with pre-existing conditions. Take John, 78, who learned about the importance of protein and started eating large amounts of red meat daily, thinking it would make him stronger. Instead, he felt sluggish, experienced digestive issues, and his kidney function declined due to the excessive protein load. Later, he learned that moderation and balance were key. Lean proteins worked better than overloading on heavy meats. Finding the right balance, experts recommend seniors get about 1 to 1.2 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. But quality matters just as much as quantity. Good protein sources for seniors: lean meats, chicken, turkey, fish, eggs, high quality and easy to digest, dairy, Greek yogurt, cheese, beans and legumes, great plant-based options, nuts and seeds, good in moderation. The goal isn't to overload or eliminate protein, but to find the right balance to maintain muscle strength, mobility, and immune function as you age. Because what you eat today directly impacts how strong and independent you'll be tomorrow. Mistake 3. Neglecting social connections. One of the most dangerous habits that can shorten your lifespan isn't physical, it's social isolation. Many seniors unknowingly withdraw from social life, whether due to retirement, losing touch with old friends, or simply not making the effort to stay engaged. And while it might not seem like a big deal, the effects of loneliness are shockingly harmful. Studies show that chronic loneliness is as bad for your health as smoking 15 cigarettes a day. It significantly increases the risk of dementia, weakens the immune system, and raises the likelihood of heart disease and early death. The silent toll of isolation, social connections are more than just small talk. They provide a sense of purpose, emotional support, and mental engagement. Without them, seniors are at a higher risk of depression and anxiety due to lack of meaningful interactions. Cognitive decline. Less mental stimulation leads to memory loss. Physical health issues. Loneliness raises stress hormones, weakening the body. Take Richard, a 75-year-old man who used to have an active social life when he was working. But after retirement, he slowly stopped reaching out to friends. At first, he told himself he was fine, but over time he noticed his memory slipping, his motivation dropping, and even his appetite decreasing. His doctor later told him that his isolation was accelerating both mental and physical decline. The power of staying connected, on the other hand, Barbara, 78, made a conscious effort to stay socially engaged. She joined a local walking group, had weekly lunches with friends, and even picked up a new hobby at a community center. Not only did she stay mentally sharp, but she also felt happier, less stressed, and physically healthier than many of her peers. How to stay socially engaged. The key to avoiding isolation is to be proactive, even when you don't feel like it. Try to reconnect with old friends. A simple phone call can go a long way. Join a local group. Book clubs, walking groups, or hobby classes keep you engaged. Use technology. Video calls and social media make staying in touch easier than ever. Volunteer. Helping others gives purpose and fulfillment. Staying socially active is just as important as staying physically active. If you want to stay sharp, happy and healthy well into your later years, maintaining strong relationships isn't optional. It's essential. Mistake 4. Ignoring regular health checkups. One of the most common and dangerous mistakes people make as they age is assuming that feeling fine means being healthy. But the truth is, many serious health conditions develop silently, with little to no symptoms until it's too late. High blood pressure, diabetes, osteoporosis, and even certain cancers can go unnoticed for years while slowly damaging the body. By the time symptoms appear, the damage may already be done. The risk of skipping checkups. Many seniors avoid regular doctor visits for different reasons. I feel fine, so I don't need to go. I've always been healthy. I don't need tests. I don't want to deal with medical appointments. But waiting until something feels wrong is a dangerous gamble. High blood pressure, for example, can damage the arteries for years without causing pain, increasing the risk of stroke and heart disease. Osteoporosis weakens bones without noticeable symptoms, making a simple fall potentially life-threatening. A real-life example, take Harold, a 72-year-old man who prided himself on never needing medication. He hadn't been to the doctor in over a decade because, in his words, "I feel great, so why bother?" But one morning, while getting out of bed, he suddenly collapsed. It turned out he had severe hypertension that had gone undiagnosed for years, leading to a stroke that left him unable to walk without assistance. If he had gotten regular checkups, doctors could have caught it early, preventing a life-changing health crisis. On the other hand, Ellen, 75, scheduled routine screenings even when she felt fine. Her blood work caught early signs of prediabetes, allowing her to adjust her diet and exercise before it turned into full-blown diabetes. Because she took action early, she avoided a lifetime of medication and complications, staying active and independent well into her later years. The simple solution: get checked regularly, annual health checkups. Even if you feel fine, early detection saves lives. Monitor blood pressure and cholesterol. Prevent silent killers like heart disease. Screenings for diabetes and osteoporosis. Catch issues before they become severe. Routine cancer screenings, colonoscopies, mammograms, and prostate exams are essential. A simple test today can prevent years of suffering down the road. Your health is your greatest asset. Protect it by staying proactive. Mistake 5. Poor sleep habits. Many people assume that needing less sleep is just a normal part of aging, but the truth is, quality sleep is just as essential in your 70s and 80s as it was in your younger years. Unfortunately, many seniors develop poor sleep habits, staying up too late, waking up frequently, or relying on medications that disrupt natural sleep cycles. While an occasional restless night may not seem like a big deal, chronic sleep deprivation can accelerate aging, weaken the immune system, and increase the risk of cognitive decline. Why sleep is essential for healthy aging. Sleep is when your body repairs itself, strengthens the immune system, and removes toxins from the brain that contribute to memory loss and dementia. Without proper sleep, you're at a higher risk of memory problems and dementia. Poor sleep is linked to faster cognitive decline, heart disease, and stroke. Inadequate sleep increases blood pressure and inflammation. Weakened immune system, making you more vulnerable to illness. Higher stress and anxiety, leading to increased fatigue and mood swings. The impact of poor sleep. Take Nancy, an 80-year-old woman who had always been a light sleeper. Over time, she started waking up multiple times a night, eventually getting less than 4 hours of sleep. She brushed it off as normal aging. But soon she became forgetful, had trouble concentrating, and started feeling anxious for no clear reason. When she finally visited her doctor, she learned that chronic sleep deprivation was harming her brain and increasing her risk of Alzheimer's disease. Meanwhile, her friend George, 78, took sleep seriously. He stuck to a consistent bedtime, avoided screens an hour before bed, and did light stretching in the evening. The result? He woke up feeling refreshed, stayed mentally sharp, and had more energy throughout the day. How to improve sleep as you age. To get better quality sleep, follow these simple steps. Stick to a regular sleep schedule, go to bed, and wake up at the same time every day. Avoid screens before bed. Blue light from phones and TVs disrupts melatonin levels. Limit caffeine and alcohol in the evening. Both interfere with deep sleep. Create a relaxing bedtime routine. Read, stretch, or meditate to signal your body that it's time to rest. Address underlying issues. If you snore loudly or wake up gasping, check for sleep apnea, which is common in older adults. Sleep isn't just about feeling rested. It's about protecting your brain, heart, and overall health. By making small changes to your sleep routine, you can stay sharp, energized, and healthier for years to come. Mistake 6. Over-reliance on medications instead of lifestyle changes. As people age, it's common to accumulate a long list of medications. One for blood pressure, another for cholesterol, something for arthritis, and then a few more to counteract the side effects of the first ones. But here's the problem. Too many seniors rely on medications as a quick fix, rather than addressing the lifestyle habits that could reduce or even eliminate their need for certain drugs. While some medications are necessary, overuse can lead to dangerous side effects, harmful drug interactions, and an overall decline in health. The hidden dangers of too many medications. One of the biggest risks seniors face is polypharmacy, taking multiple prescriptions at once. This can cause dizziness and confusion, leading to falls and injuries, fatigue and weakness, making daily activities harder. Digestive issues. Some medications harm gut health, increase dependence, masking symptoms rather than solving the root problem. Many seniors don't question whether all their medications are truly necessary. Sometimes, doctors prescribe a new pill to treat a symptom that's actually a side effect of another medication, creating a cycle that only makes things worse. A real-life example. Take Henry, a 79-year-old man who was prescribed medication for high blood pressure. Over time, he started feeling tired and weak, so his doctor prescribed another drug to boost his energy. Then he developed digestive problems, leading to yet another prescription. Eventually, he was on 7 different medications and felt worse than ever. It wasn't until a new doctor reviewed his prescriptions that they realized some of his symptoms were caused by medication side effects, not new health problems. By making simple lifestyle changes like improving his diet and exercising regularly, Henry was able to reduce his medications and feel better than he had in years. Meanwhile, his friend Margaret, 80, took a different approach. She worked closely with her doctor to focus on lifestyle changes first, eating a heart-healthy diet, staying physically active, and managing stress naturally. While she still needed a few medications, she kept her doses lower and avoided unnecessary prescriptions. How to reduce medication dependence. While some medications are essential, a healthier lifestyle can reduce the need for many. Try these steps. Review medications with your doctor. Ask if any can be reduced or replaced with lifestyle changes. Prioritize diet and exercise. A balanced diet and regular movement can prevent many chronic conditions. Manage stress naturally. Deep breathing, meditation, and hobbies can reduce the need for anxiety or sleep medications. Ask questions. Before accepting a new prescription, ask, are there lifestyle changes that could help instead? Medications should support your health, not control it. By focusing on healthy habits first, you can reduce your dependence on pills, avoid unnecessary side effects, and enjoy a longer, healthier life. Now that we've covered these 6 critical mistakes that can make aging harder than it needs to, take a moment to reflect on your own habits. Which of these stood out to you the most? Are there small changes you could make today that could have a big impact on your long-term health and happiness? The reality is, living well into your 90s isn't just about luck. It's about the daily choices you make. Avoiding these 6 mistakes can mean the difference between staying strong, independent, and active, or facing unnecessary struggles later in life. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Which mistake surprised you the most? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Your feedback helps us continue creating content that informs, inspires, and empowers you to live your best life. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.